much better. Always feel better after a good bit of food there. Ready to continue my adventures. Oh, there's another guy. There must be a camera there. Everybody's got a fancy camera. So, I was looking on my map there whilst I had a bit of Wi-Fi, and I think I may have found something quite useful. Ah, there it is ahead of me. Perfect. Right. So I spoke about trying to find a kind of more authentic bunker. Well, not only have I found an authentic bunker, I found a couple of things that I was very surprised about. Wait till you see this. Firstly, we have Ismail Kamali, or is it Kamal? We'll call him Kamal. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, he was basically the first leader of an independent Albania, sometimes referred to as the father of modern Albania. I had to, like I said earlier on, I had to sort of prioritise a little bit where I stopped to do videos and stuff like that, and how much time I spent on each person. So I won't spend too much time here, but big statue of him. The guy definitely needs to be mentioned if you're going to go around about Albania. We'd be like going to Scotland and not mentioning Robert the Bruce, you know, it'd just be a very strange thing to do. But also, right, and I know there's these tourists better not get in my way, I'm telling you. Otherwise I'm just going to have to start scissor kicking people. Right, we'll start over here first. If you can see there, I found an actual bunker. Not one that's been made into a museum, a legit Enver Hoxha commie bunker. Right, what else I found? I found this. Now this here was the checkpoint that you had to go through to go to one of the, let's call them work camps, you know. If you survived, they were work camps. If you didn't, they were essentially death camps. But you know, let's call them work camps because I think that was the main purpose. This was the checkpoint you would have to have walked through to get to one of those horrendous work camps. Enver Hoxha liked to send people away or just have them murdered, truth be told. Not a particularly nice guy. Right, there's that, and then there's this. And I could not believe my eyes when I saw this, and I had to double check. So, I think there might be a plaque here actually. Hopefully it's in English. Is it in English? Is it in English? Oh, it is. Fantastic. Right, so let me make sure I'm correct here. Fragment of the Berlin Wall. I knew that's what that was. A gift to the people of Albania from the city of Berlin. The wall was built in '61 and became a symbol of isolation of the communist world. It was demolished in 1990. The bunker, which we'll get to in a wee second because that's what I'm most happy I managed to actually find, the entrance to this was at the entrance to the segregated residential block where Enver Hoxha and his most senior communist officials lived from 45 to 91. And the concrete supports from the gallery were a notorious mine was spatch. I think that wee line there underneath the C is a ch sound. If it's not, please let me know. A forced labour camp for political prisoners from 68 to 1990. There it is, a piece of the Berlin Wall. Couldn't quite believe my eyes when I saw that. I thought, what on earth is that doing in the middle of Albania? But then I had my, there we go, that's just answered the question. It was a gift. Obviously, during the reign of Enver Hoxha, the Albanian people suffered horrendously from isolation from the rest of their European neighbours. He was an extremely paranoid individual. He made Stalin look rational, you know. So you've got that piece of the Berlin Wall, which I'm really, really happy I managed to find here. You've got the checkpoint there to the former forced labour camp, the mine of Spatch. And then we found, here it is, a legit Enver Hoxha mine? Bunker, don't know why I'm saying mine, where on earth did that come from? Bunker, a legit Enver Hoxha bunker. Obviously they've put a wee bit of glass around it, try and make it look a bit better than it would have been. But let's see, can I go in here? Oh, I can. Oh, Yes. Oh, magic. Right. Oh, it smells. Oh, aye, somebody's taking a piss or two in here. Wow. Woo. Right. Well, I'm not gonna. Oh, gonna hit my head off the roof of that. So I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna get out of here pretty sharpish because it reeks like a bad urinal. So there you've got presumably one, I don't know, gun holder. You can rest your gun there, wait for a bad guy to go by, or an innocent civilian, you know, just whatever. Aye, you can wait here. If I was one of Enver Hoxha's henchmen, I could have shot that guy with the blue tracksuit there. Not that I would, because I'm a good person, but you never know. Back in the day, you'd have a perfect view of anybody coming into this bit. Aye. My only thought here is, apart from the smell, is surely that wasn't for two people. I mean, there's two gun holders. Maybe it's a guy with two guns, you never know, but surely that's not built for two people because it's barely big enough for me, and I'm, well, those aren't the biggest of guys, and you've got to assume your average soldier's a lot taller than me. Maybe not though, you never know. Ah, there you go. A legit bunker. Ah, I cannot believe my luck there. Managed to find that monument, the checkpoint, the Berlin Wall, and the bunker. This is like Christmas for a guy like me. Right, okay. Whilst I'm here though, I think you'll cross the road there. If I am not mistaken, this could be a great wee square. In terms of hunting for stuff. Oh, that's a green man. Tell you what I like about the traffic lights over here, it tells you how long you've got to get across the road. So I'm going to run though, because it tells you how many seconds you've got to move your ass, which is good, because in Scotland you've just got to kind of gamble that it doesn't go amber or green when you're on the road. I think this here is the Prime Minister's residence, with a weird mushroom in the weird mushroom type statue thing in the garden. I think if more politicians maybe took mushrooms, they would be a bit more chilled out, but never mind, that's a different conversation. And this needs to have been that's definitely some Soviet architecture right there, and you know how I can tell? Look at that. Let me see if I can get a zoom in. I can't go up to the security guards giving me a look. Look at that. Some proper We the People type artwork that. You know, down the bottom there it looks as if you've got people toiling the fields, working in tandem. A guy on the right hand side there, down the bottom right, seems to be drilling, probably works in the mines or something like that. The folks in the middle there, if I can make it out, are waving the people's flag, and at the top of course you've got the soldiers protecting all of them from external threats. It's got communist written all over it. Like I say, I believe today this is used as the residence of the Prime Minister or the President, I'm not quite sure which. So you've got the old communist architecture there. Doesn't matter what you think of communism, some of their architecture does have a bit of character to it, you must admit. And then you've got the new, across the road, you've got a capitalist bank. It really is a city of contrast, this. I like it. I really like it. Have I said that? I probably have. I do. I've got a lot of good things to say about this city so far. And all of this is right across, if you're wondering where to go, it's right across from the Rogner Hotel. If you're ever looking, you don't know where to come to see all this cool stuff, it's in the Rogner, or next to the Rogner Hotel. Or maybe I'm just a geek that gets really excited about weird stuff, I don't know. But anyway, that's made my day, that. One of the things I was most looking forward to seeing here when I came to Tirana was the pyramid. Now I knew about the pyramid before I came here, and I thought to myself, oh okay, because this is like the most Soviet era piece of architecture you'll ever see in your life, right? But it looks like they are doing that up as well, interestingly enough, so I'm going to try and get a shot of it. Don't know how though. Let me see if I can poke my camera over this fence, because I'm stuck behind a big fence. I can't really see over, so let me try and do this without security seeing me. So here's what they're planning to do. They handle it tastefully, I'm not against it, but here is what it is. I'm going to try and see if there's a wee vantage point, a wee bit that's not completely covered up, somewhere where I can maybe jump up to get a better view for myself. Like I say, that's what they're planning to do to it. They're planning to make it a, I don't know what that is. Is it a shopping centre? Is it houses? I mean, it won't be houses, definitely not houses. I don't know what they're planning to do with it. We will find out. I want to try and get a good view of it though. I want to see it for myself. I can't really see from my camera. The challenge continues. Right, I need to be careful because the security guard's right there and I don't know how nice a guy he is, but this might be the best we can do. Well, there you have it. Soviet era pyramid, or as close as I could get to it. Once again, the development of Tirana has foiled my plans. But if I come back in a few years' time, maybe it'll all be finished. I can see it then. Can get another few videos out of the place, I'm sure. There's lots to talk about. I'm just skimming the surface this time round. Now what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go and try and find a brand new church. It's not something you hear every day, is it? Normally you go to churches and they're a few hundred or a few thousand years old, but no, they've actually built a new one here. Might be partly to do with the fact that Albania was the first official atheist state in the world, and a lot of the churches and the mosques and the synagogues were basically either ripped down or had their property stolen. So the current government are actually building some new ones, which is quite interesting, so we're going to go and try and find that now. Not only have I managed to find what I was looking for, but I think I might have found one of the nicest wee streets I've seen in quite a long time. I don't know whether the camera's going to pick this up very well, but this is nice, this is idyllic. Well, I don't know what any of these buildings are. There's a security guy over there, which is security guys everywhere to be fair, but oh, what have we got here then? What's that, a desk? Is that an old school or something? Alright, let's have a sit down now, get the authentic feel for it. Oh, right, what we got here? Okay, well I can't read any of that obviously, but I'm assuming this is somebody's... I'm assuming it's somebody's work that they've written and they've taken it and they've put it onto this metal plaque here. Let's see, okay. Jackpot again. Hopefully it's written in English. Can maybe explain to me what this is. Ah, excellent, here we go. A school bench, 2 bronze sheets resting on it. On the first sheet, some notes written by a child. Not words yet, but the embryos of future articulation. Oh god, that's a smart child. Right, okay. On the other sheet, several phrases handwritten meticulously by a child. Tirana is our capital. Our beloved leaders live in Tirana. Tirana is becoming more beautiful by the day. Well, aye, it's hard to disagree with that. It really is. The year of this writing dates back to 1975. Well, the artwork comes today as a response to later reflection. The work explores the relationship of political power and language as a manipulation tool, but comes also as an artifact of the power of language. Codes that gain meaning through content, that expands or narrows the alternatives of discourse. Well, that's some very well written stuff, that. Wow. But embryos of a future articulation. Okay, wow, that's one smart kid. I'm out of here before I start feeling like a dum-dum. Right, okay. Well, there you go, that's quite a cool wee thing to find on my way there. But that's not why we came here. We did not come here to be made to feel stupid by a child. We came here, if you can see that in the distance there, not the big green building, but we came here for the new church. And it's a very unique looking church. That thing there looks like a spaceship with these weird looking lamps. Okay, I'm not entirely sure about that, but okay. Like I said, art is subjective. That's a massive church. So you've got the kind of traditional circular building there. That's fairly straightforward. It's nice, it's very well done, but then you've got this thing that looks as if it's about to take off. That would be just like human beings, wouldn't it? The first ever thing we plant on like Mars or something isn't a flag of a country, it's a religious symbol. That would be just like us, I think. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm going to obviously go over in a minute, but the details in the door there, really, really nice. It actually kind of reminds me of the new Sikh temple in Glasgow. I think it's in Finniston, if I remember rightly. It's a really beautiful building. Just the doors, mind. The rest of it doesn't remind me of it, but just the doors. Okay, let's get round here then. I'm aware that I'm wearing shorts, and now when I tried to get into an Orthodox church when I was in Belgrade, we were told, no, you must leave, there's no shorts. And we thought, alright, that's a bit strange, but whatever. Turn my camera around, the sun keeps getting right in it. It's pointing directly at my face, which is why I'm not putting my face on the camera. That plus, you know, the less of my face you see, the better you'll probably feel, but that's beside the point. Oh wow. Told you, crazy drivers. But anyway, wow, look at that thing. that is spectacular. And you've got the wee outbuilding there. I don't know if that's an educational centre. Sometimes you see that they've got the main church. You've got the, so it's normally an educational centre of some description, and this one actually has a shop as well. Modern churches come with their own shops. Buy DVDs, I think that says. Library. Okay. Maybe I'm being sceptical, maybe it is just a library, but it looks as if they were offering to buy things there as well, so. Right. Let's go up here very carefully. Hope we don't upset anybody by recording. Have a quick look at this door though. The detail on that's really, really quite good. Ah, you've got to love that. That's all in berries of some description on it. You know, it looks like maybe black currants. I don't know what those are supposed to be. What are these things? Am I being stupid? I don't know what those are. Maybe somebody can tell me. Let me have a wee look, see if there's a rule book here. There's normally a list of rules for how, if you're allowed entry. That must just be a common thing here with like 4 or 5 locks on the door. I've showed you my door with the Chamber of Secrets the other day. Oh, no shots. Okay, let's just go in here very quietly. Shh. Go and sit down very quietly. Hopefully I get away with this. I've been to a lot of churches in my time, but I don't think I've ever actually seen a new one getting built, and I don't think I've ever actually seen the incredible artwork that you can see. The guys are still up actually painting it as we speak. Normally when you go to these places it was painted hundreds, sometimes even thousands of years ago, but seeing that there's guys up there still doing it today, that's I don't know, that's just really, really interesting, I think. What a fantastic artwork they've got in here. Just I'm sitting here, I can actually hear outside the Islamic call to prayer. I know in the past that's caused a lot of problems for people, you know, having religions side by side like that, but personally I think it's really good that in a place like this has had their problems in the past. You can just have people worshipping side by side and nobody really cares, you know, do your thing, live your life, no problem. This is a great place, this is really, really nice. But I've been breaking the rules, so I better get. Okay, well that was fascinating. Wow, okay, a brand new church, and the guys are actually still up there painting the stuff and putting on the mosaic stuff. That was cool. That was very interesting. Strongly encourage you to go and see that if you're ever in this city. That's fascinating stuff. Right, okay. Right, having a good day so far, as you can probably tell. I'm getting very excited. Now I need to go find this House of Flowers, or House of Leaves, or House of Leaves it's called. House of Flowers is something else. House of Leaves. I think it's over the road there, so I'm going to try and get across this road quickly. Well, unfortunately the House of Leaves violated my rule about not paying for museums. Like I say, it's not that I don't have the money on me. I mean, it was 700 lek, so call that €6 or something. But if I was to pay for every museum that I wanted to go and see, I would have no money left. So I made a point of only going to museums where I know I'm going to see something I really want to see. So we're not going in there today. It's getting to rush hour time. It's about to get really busy in this city, so recording videos is hard enough because it's quite a busy place. Recording videos during rush hour is pretty much going to be impossible. If you think the traffic's loud now, wait till later, honestly. So I think my plan now is I'm going to go home. I'm going to regather my thoughts, maybe get some of that great tea that I bought. And I might head back out later. Well, you don't see that every day. Old Uncle Joe and the bold Lenny. I don't know if anybody's ever actually called him Lenny before, but I'm going to call him that. Let's see if it catches on. The random things you find up the back streets of Albania. I don't know if you can see the guy walking away behind me there. That's King Zog's grandson. Apparently, the guy just he didn't really want me filming the house. He just informed me that that's where Zog's sister used to live. Zog stayed around the place. So that's the heir. That guy there. Oh wow, that was. I tried to record, but he told me to turn the camera off whilst he was talking. So which is fair, you know. It was nice that he spoke to me. But oh, there you go. Wow, I was not expecting that today. Things you find in Albania. You'll never guess what I've just found. Another bunker. Another bunker. Oh, this guy just built bunkers in the weirdest of places. I suppose he was trying to defend the area he lived in, I suppose, and he was a pretty paranoid guy, let's be fair. Oh, you can't go inside this bunker, they've sealed it off. I can only imagine the hell that's going on in there. Right, well, that's not going to stop me, is it? Oh, I'm a wee bit worried about putting my camera down here. Oh. Aye, okay. Okay, well, I can't see in, but we found another bunker. I honestly didn't expect to find so many of them still in their kind of original condition, so this is really good. Just thinking about it, could you imagine having to sit in there, or maybe even stand in there? There's not much space. Could you imagine having to stand in there all day, just waiting for imaginary enemies because some absolute madman was paranoid that everybody was trying to hurt him, or everybody was trying to invade, even though there was absolutely no evidence that that was true? You have to spend your days crouched in there, maybe on your own, maybe with a colleague. Middle of the summer, say, you know, in the winter it would have been bad enough, but imagine in the middle of the summer how horribly hot it got in there. And if you left, you would probably be taken away to a work camp somewhere. Absolute madness.